What's up, good people of YouTube? It's me, Chavez, back with another NBA player prop video for you. Today is Thursday, October 26, 2023. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. In this video, we will be recapping our plays from yesterday and then diving into five new plays for today's two-game slates in the NBA. If all that sounds good, I encourage you to stick around, drop a like, sub up, and click that notification icon to get notified of all upcoming content and videos from me and this channel. And without further delay, let's go ahead and recap our plays from yesterday. Kicking things off with Jimmy Buckets, Fallout Boy himself, man. I love this look. I like this look a lot. I don't know. It's giving me like Jimi Hendrix vibes at the same time, like emo Jimi Hendrix vibes for sure. We take the under on his assists. We take the under on his PRA. Assists work out for us. He had to do a little bit more scoring in that game because the Pistons actually kept this close. Cade Cunningham looked fantastic yesterday, back from his injury. So Jimmy Butler did go over PRA, but we split his props. We go 1-1 with those. Not a bad way to kick off our night. We kept the momentum going, go 2-0 with our Kuzma plays, over 20.5 PA, over 18 points. He hits his PA on points alone, so you better believe he hit his points prop. 2-0 with our Kuzma props. Nice way to keep that momentum going for sure. Still keeping it going. Took the over. Obi Toppin 10.5 points. Love this line. It did get bumped up. I did not like the bump. If you played the bump, it didn't work out for you because the Pacers waxed that ass yesterday, and Obi Toppin really wasn't used much in the second half. So he hit with 11, and that was pretty much it. Those bumps are really tempting to take the over on if you were on it already. But sometimes it can make all the difference, man. So I usually fade the bumps. I'll just try to look for another play altogether. So Obi Toppin over 10.5 points. Toppin was popping, and so was Ben Simmons, over 6 assists. I don't know if we will ever see a Ben Simmons assist line under 7 for the rest of the year. He looked really good. He may average a double-double on rebounds and assists alone this season. If he could ever get his scoring back on track, or just on track, he's a triple-double monster, no doubt. But Ben Simmons looked good. He looked good for us. He goes over 6 assists, and that puts us at 5-1 with our plays for Wednesday night. Nice way to build some momentum. We look to keep it going into a new day. And like I mentioned, I got 5 plays that we'll be talking about today. So without further delay, we're going to transition into the next few slides and start checking out 5 plays that I like for tonight's 2 games in the NBA. All right, moving right along, talking about Malik Beasley. Let's talk about this ass pitcher, though. It's hard to find Malik Beasley in the Bucks jersey. You would think not, but yeah, it is. Very few pitchers floating around the interwebs. This is the best I could do. We're going to make it work. So we like the over 9 points for Malik Beasley today, making his regular season Milwaukee Bucks debut. So a couple of things stand out to me. Over on Prizepicks, this is at 9. On most books, is at 9.5. Underdog has it at 9.5. If this were to get bumped up to 9.5 for Malik Beasley, I still like it. We talked about taking bumps, but think about the difference between that Obi Toppin prop and then this prop. So we took it at 10.5, meaning Obi Toppin needed 11. Once it got bumped up to 11.5, he needed 12, right? That's a completely different world for me. I wasn't ready to take that jump. This Malik Beasley number at 9, it's a flat number. It's offering us push potential. The only thing that changes if this got bumped up to 9.5 is we lose the push potential, but he still needs 10 points. So, Obi Toppin needed 10 points yesterday, needed 11 points yesterday when his line was at 10.5, but then needed 12 when it got bumped up to 11.5, right? 2 completely different numbers. We still need 10 points from Malik Beasley no matter what. So 9.5 is as high as I would go. So we're playing it at 9 on Prizepicks. I hope that made sense. Missing Grayson Allen. I know Grayson Allen wasn't like the biggest threat, for teams in that Bucks offense, but he did provide spark off the bench, even when he was in the starting lineup. Malik Beasley can shoot. He can score. He's a competent dude. He's a good NBA player. They're going to need some secondary scoring. They're going to need some source of scoring outside of Dame and Middleton and Giannis. So I think 9 points is a great number to attack for Malik Beasley. I don't think you'll have a problem hitting this at all. All right, let's talk about another player making their Milwaukee Bucks debut. Is Damian Lillard. I like the over on his assists. We get a nice flat number of 7 assists here for Damian Lillard. Listen, let's not forget, towards the end of the year, Dame was dishing out assists like crazy. And if you're curious, against Philly last year, he had 2 games versus Philly. He averaged 11 assists, 11 actually in each game. So 22 total assists versus Philly. I mean, just look at his last 10 games last year. This is what I remember, man. His assist prop was 8, 8.5. I think he got up to 9 at one point, and he was still hitting the over on some of these lines. So at 7, nice flat number. He's not just a scorer. He doesn't just, make clutch shots. He also is a good basketball player who can distribute, who can rebound, who can do a little bit of everything. But yeah, he's a great scorer. 7 assists for me in this new role with the weapons he has around him is a little too low. I like it at 7. I'm going to take the over at 7 for Dame Lillard. I think attacking numbers for players who are making their debut on a new team, that's the way to go. If you want to wait and see what happens and then go for it, by then it's too late because the lines will probably never be that low again. So I'm going to try to take advantage of this 7 assist line for Dame Lillard. Now, if you wanted just another piece to add, if you're looking to build like a 2-pick power or something like that, I don't know if you can play 2 players from the same team in a 2-pick. So you can look at this Austin Reeves 11.5 PRA. Now, he looked off in that first game. Maybe it's just the size of Denver. Like, he was kind of getting bullied around out there, and he was guarding Michael Porter Jr. and shit. I remember that in the playoffs last year. It was such a mismatch. But we're looking at his first half PRA, and I think this is a pretty good line to check out. It is a little higher than I remember seeing last season. I think we were getting this like around 9.5, 10. But he was also a different player. He wasn't in the same role, so the lines are catching up to him. However, 3 games against Phoenix last year, he goes over his PRA, first half PRA, 2 out of 3 times. If you're curious to see how his season ended, I mean, a lot of these are playoff games, right? So it's hard to judge that performance by playoff games because the competition is strong. We just talked about how Denver had his number in it, and it looked like it continued in the first game of the season. But against Phoenix, 11.5 for Austin Reeves is not a huge number, and it feels to me like he does start the game off, a little bit stronger, but the game plan changes in the second half. We don't really see the same things from him. I mean, he can get hot at any point and obviously go off in the second half, but I would rather much attack his 11.5 PRA, first half PRA, than look at anything else for now. So if you're just needing an extra pick to team up with one of the Bucks picks, I like the first half PRA line for Austin Reeves. All right, shifting over to underdog. I got 2 plays on underdog. All right, first play, Giannis over 0.5 blocks. To me, I thought that was a typo. It's not. It's a real prop. 0.5 blocks for Giannis. I really like this line for him. So we can see on props.cash that this does have juice for the over -115 to go over his last 10 games. Again, playoff games, right? But still, let me show you what he's done against Philadelphia in his last 3 games. He blocks the shit out of Philly, man. Like, this is crazy. Again, we can't put a whole lot of stock into last year. I understand. I said it myself. However, it's very difficult to ignore this type of production. That's 6 blocks in 3 games. 6 blocks in 4 games. So I think 0.5 is a fine number to attack. Like, if he doesn't get it, he doesn't get it. But man, he just needs 1 block to go over this. And I just think he has a great shot at getting it. So this may feel a little riskier to you. I completely understand it. But I still like the over on his 0.5 block. So I'm going to take it on underdog. All right, last play for underdog. Let's talk about Tyrese Maxey over 29.5 PRA. This one feels it just feels like a good line because of the absence of James Harden. So over on props.cast, you're seeing this at a little higher number, 31.5. Some books have this at 31.5. You're finding it at 29.5 over on Underdog. Keep in mind, James Harden out of this game, not traveling with the team. And last year, without Harden in the lineup, everybody benefited, right? Everybody's production goes up. You see that happen on a lot of teams when a player sits out, a player who absorbs a lot of usage. It just kind of trickles to other players. Also, keep in mind, no Drew Holiday in Milwaukee anymore. Dame Lillard, as much as I love Dame, not the same defender as Drew Holiday. So Maxey, I don't want to say his matchup is easier or easy, but maybe less stressful. Not being hounded by Drew Holiday. So 4 games versus Philly last year, goes over this in 2 out of those 4 games and clears it, very easily. So I like the fact that Harden's not in the lineup. I like the fact that you got a new look for Milwaukee who may not offer the same defensive intensity versus Maxey. And I also like the fact that you're getting this line for a couple points lower on Underdog. So give me the over 29.5 for Tyrese Maxey for his PRA. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to round out our NBA player prop video. We just covered 5 player props, 3 on Prizepicks and 2 on Underdog. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by the channel, checking this video out. Do drop a comment below. Let me know what you like on the boards as well as your thoughts on these plays. As always, thank you so much for stopping by the channel, checking this video out, helping us grow every single day. We just crossed the 6,000 subscriber threshold, so thank you all so much for allowing this channel to grow. Listen, if you want to check out the props, the plays that I'll be using in today's 2-game slate, you can find that over in the free player prop Discord. That link is in the video description. Best of luck to you all should you tail any of these plays or fade any of these plays. And until my next NBA player prop video, shop as is.